All right, we are live. What's going on, guys? Joker here, joined once again with Brian. We're going to have a good show today. And if you guys want to follow along at all, I've got all the links for the topics down in the description below. So you can go ahead and open all those up on your tabs. You can follow along with us for the news. But really excited for this week. I saw we had a load of people in chat as soon as the show started, man. So it's looking like it's going to be a good show this week. What have you been up to?
Well, it's always going to be a good show, yeah, until we actually start the show and then
And
things
then
go
it's
downhill from there, yeah.
horribly wrong. Worse than the launch of
Yeah.
Windows 10.
Yeah. Me, I've been like, you can see I'm in a different room at the moment. This is going to be my new kind of main setup.
Yep.
I'm not like this. It's this monitor. Next week, I'll have the whole backdrop set up and stuff. This is just work in progress. But you can see my two new sofas that I bought back there. They're like full fold out
Yeah.
bed type sofas. And
Well, yeah,
then
man.
I got,
You're. It looks like you're settling into the bachelor life and just expanding and like going like full on man cave now.
well, yeah, I said, fuck it, right? I gotta I gotta take care of myself now. So, yeah. Anyway, we're not going to go back into that tangent, but things are looking pretty good, man. Like I've been just at some of these secondhand stores, and there are some bargains, man. I got a fluid head tripod for about $10, and it's like it does the best pans I've ever been able to do. Hey, like
Is that that silver one right there? Because that kind of looks like my old tripod.
no, the silver one's just for the webcam. There's
Okay, yeah, I
actually
thought so. Because that one
there's the
doesn't.
Amazon.
That one doesn't
Let me
look
see.
amazing.
There's the Amazon Basics. Well, it's actually upstairs at the moment. I was doing some pans on it with the 50 millimeter lens on this other camera I got. So I've been I've been just dropping money on Tech Yes City, man. Like it's insane. So
Well, that's
got
good,
new
man.
desks, new walls, new sofas. I don't know how they're for Tech Yes City. Well, they're for personal pleasure, and got new soft boxes, new 4K monitor, 980 Ti,
Well, hey,
like
maybe you could use those
tripod.
couches and record some live stuff on like playing PS4 with a controller or something.
Yeah, well, that's it. I got a PS4 come. Like, I mean, it's here. Sorry, and I got the mouse and keyboard switcher thing changer, and then I'm gonna start playing some Destiny too. So that should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I've got like all these. I bought all these new games, and I've still got to finish them. So, like like GTA 5, Tomb Raider, Far Cry 4. Like, I just bought them all for the 980 Ti review,
Yeah.
and then I got to actually play through them. So, looking forward to getting because at 4K, man, wow, I was just shocked. It's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like even Wolfenstein has like I was gonna do that for benchmarking, then I realized it's got some stupid like 60 FPS limiter in it.
Yeah, it does. It's
Like
capped at
what?
60 FPS because it's the engine. It's the IDTech 5 engine. It doesn't support
Yeah.
it. Doesn't support SLI and it doesn't go over 60 FPS.
Well, the game was actually looking really good.
Yeah,
Like
it does. It looks really good if you got the VRAM to handle it, which you
yeah,
do now,
it's
thankfully.
yeah, and so it was really good at 4K. But then I was benchmarking. I'm like, 60 limit. What's going on here? And then I just Google it. Cap.
Yep.
So that kind of sucks.
It's still a good game though, man. It's still a good
It
game.
is it's a lot of fun. I was getting into it, and then I found a part of the level that I wanted to benchmark.
Yep.
Started benchmarking and was like, okay, this sucks.
It's like this is just a solid 60. This isn't moving.
Yeah. Yeah. But the good thing is that, like, I don't know with G-Sync, I've got to look into it more, but like every game supports G-Sync, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, regardless of the game.
Yep. Oh, G-Sync. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just because I've had a little problem with it occasionally sort of hicking up.
Oh, really?
In,
Like how so?
I think it was in Metro. I'm not too sure. Like, I got to look at it again. Like I had it off for benchmarking. Then when I turned it on and started playing the game again, I could just notice these bees dick stutters like every minute or so. So I don't know. Maybe it's all in my head.
Maybe that's odd. I mean, it's like I updated today to that new NVIDIA driver for Windows 10, and like I thought I noticed some small hitching on Witcher 3, and that was the only thing I noticed. And I jumped on Battlefield, that was fine. I benchmarked it, that was all the same.
Yeah,
But Witcher 3 felt like it was kind of hitching a bit.
yeah. It's I don't know. It could just be in my head, man. But maybe G-Sync does hitch a bit because I've seen FreeSync. I've seen reviews on FreeSync where people have been playing the games and they've been stuttering, man. Like so. I just think maybe both these technologies are still not far. Like I played Dota 2, right, with G-Sync on, and it looks smooth as butter. But I'm just thinking maybe there's some other games that might have some problems. So anyway, that's that personal news. That's about it for me, man. This place has just got cables everywhere. Like it's disgusting at the moment. So
Oh,
that's why I'm not.
I know how that is. I mean, like I did my setup tour, and I didn't show under the desk because under there it's horrifying.
Oh,
I picked up an IKEA Signum for under the desk because Matt Philly says that they're amazing, but they're not really that amazing. If I'm being perfectly honest.
oh really? I've
It's
got to get these baskets for. There's the baskets that you can put on the end of your table, and you just chuck all the cables in. I think I'm gonna
Yeah,
do that.
I've seen something like that on Amazon. It's like a black rubber strip that you put along your desk, and it's got like a little channel in it. I was thinking about getting that. It seems a little bit more tidy than the Signum because the Signum just kind of sits there and you just like rest your cables on it, and it still hangs fairly low, so you could still see it if you're at the right angle.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm not.
See.
I don't really like it, and I don't like the way that my cables are managed at the minute. But basically, I'm just gonna leave them because I'm probably gonna be moving in the next 5 months anyway. So I'll probably just reorganize everything at that time and just worry about it then.
Yeah, moving's a pain in the ass, especially when you get your whole thing, everything set up.
Yeah. And plus, I really don't care that much, honestly. But when I move to the new place, I'm gonna. There's basic this. My office is basically gonna be a dedicated YouTube studio. That is the sole function of that room from the ground up. You know, it's gonna be painted well to suit that, like all white and everything, with like some nice trim.
Well, I got the fry pans in the background too, so I got a kitchen now in my studio.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, man. Like I laid down carpet, everything. So I think I posted up on Twitter like the new backdrop and stuff. I finished doing all the gyp rock, and so I was going to make a 3-part series on just how you can turn any old house because this house is pretty old. You just turn any old house into a YouTube studio, you know.
Yeah, and
So
you're not even really getting any echo at all really on that Audio Technica mic right now. I'm surprised because there's nothing behind you to help absorb the reverb.
yeah, it's weird. I don't know. This house is built like a tank, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if that has something to do with it because I'm not too knowledgeable on audio, but even upstairs, like I don't get much echo in this house.
Yeah.
So I guess that's good for recording.
I do in
Videos.
this I do in this room. If I'm not careful, I do in this room because the ceilings are really tall. Because like this isn't like a downstairs room, but when you come into the room, there's just like one step to come down into it. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
recessed a little bit, and so because of that, the ceilings are like extra high. So I get a little big echo that way, and also it's kind of big off to the back right because that's where I have my bed and everything. So I kind of
Yep.
have to like I kind of like barricade myself in at my desk. Like I have a table behind me now for I do my product reviews on, and I've got the Define R5 on there. And just last night I set up a set of monitor arms on there, and I've got one of my Asus monitors on that, and that's going to be moving to my desk this week. So I'm going to have my Acer. It's going to be in the same place basically, but on a monitor arm, and then I'm going to have an extra monitor to the right in portrait. So it's going to be going vertical.
Well, I wonder if Fractal. I wonder if they could make a audio chamber case where you can just pop off the side panel and then start recording audio in the case because they seem to hit everything else with their cases. So just just pop the side panel off. Okay, I'm going to start recording audio, no echo. So what would you think a good name for that case would be?
I don't know. You caught me off guard here. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
that's it. That's it. It's alive, man. The Fractal design, Free Willy.
That's one way to go, man. That's one way to go. I
That's it.
actually I used to record when I used to do my voiceover stuff for some of my videos with my Blue Snowball. If I wasn't doing anything on screen, in order to get rid of background noise, I had learned this trick. I heard about it online, and so I tried it out for a few videos, and it was so ridiculous. I put a big blanket over my head and the microphone and surrounded myself inside of it, and like recorded my audio that way, and it came out really good. Like there was
Yeah.
no echo at all, but it was just like really awkward as fuck.
Yeah, well, putting a blanket over your head, that imagine like, someone like just looks in like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
What is he doing? What is he
Blank.
doing?
I did it all for the YouTube subs. Come on.
Trying to get that amazing sound.
Yeah, and on other news, I got a $20 rig. I posted up on Twitter as well. Got a $20 rig from this junk store.
Yeah. I heard you said
Um,
something about that earlier. What's going on
It's
with
great.
that?
crazy, man. I just walked in there, like, because my brother was just checking out some old, like, Nintendo games. We actually scored Mega Man X3, Mega Man. They call it in Japan Rockman X3, Rockman X4. So
Right.
I would like, I'm all down for that. Collecting the Mega Mans, the Zeldas, and Double Dragon as well, and Battletoads. So I'm like, I've got these 4 retro games like that I want to get. But when we were looking for that, I just saw this case. I was like, $20. I was like, okay, they just want $20 for some weird case, Raid Max. And I looked inside, and there was just hardware in there. I'm like, whoa, okay, we got to check, we got to examine this more closely.
Yeah.
And so they had it all wrapped in like plastic and stuff. So I could manage like this was weird. The motherboard did not have a model name on it. And so I had my smartphone with me. I couldn't check out what model it was. So it was just like Googling gold heat sinks, Asus. No, because and then I've managed to find 2009 on the power supply. So I was like, okay, it's not too old.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get it. And then I got it, and it was a Q9550. So that was awesome.
That's not bad.
For $20. I mean, the CPU itself like pays for the whole thing like 5-fold, because I can pretty much sell them for $100, the CPUs, because they're that last generation of DDR2.
Uh-huh.
And so a lot of people still go crazy for the Q9550 because of it, being that last generation of that motherboards and stuff. LGA 775.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, well anyway,
That's
it's
ways
good.
back.
And then I got 600-watt power supply, like modular, and 4 gigabytes of DDR2, and a decent case with 3 fans, and then
Your new streaming.
just a motherboard.
Your new streaming PC.
Well, no, I've got my streaming PC. So I'm going to set that up. That's getting set up at the moment. So I bought off Reddit. I bought a Windows 8 standard end key for $12, 8.1, and bought Office 2010 for $15.
Yeah.
So that's $27, man.
See, I'm actually in an interesting boat right now. I mean, that's like our first topic today. Really, is just talking about Windows 10. So
Yeah,
I guess we can kind of roll into that, because I want to. I'm the boat I'm in right now is like I kind of want to upgrade, but I'm also waiting for like an actual need for it, like a DirectX 12 game like Gears of War to come out.
yeah.
But the thing is, I don't want the automatic updates and the issues that have come along with it, even though NVIDIA has ironed it out now with that new driver update that they put out today. 353.62 is the number. It's a full WHQL driver. But I just kind of want to wait for an actual need to have Windows 10, because otherwise, like, why should I upgrade right now? And also, since I don't want the automatic updates, I need a Pro version, and right now I don't have Windows 8 Pro. So I need to first go and buy like a key on G2A for like $20 and upgrade to 8.1 Pro, and then update to Windows 10 Pro from that, so I can actually disable automatic updates. So it seems like just such a fucking hassle to do it, because I'm going to have to basically reinstall Windows 8 first. So I'm just going to wind up doing a clean install, and I fucking hate clean installs.
Especially without 8.1. Like, I hate it. I've got an 8 key, and you've got to install 8 and then update it all, and then you've got to install 8.1. Like,
See, I'm still on 8. I never updated to 8.1 because I was like, I just don't see a need for this, so I'm not going to bother.
Oh, really? And you should go on. I don't know. You should update that shit straight away. I updated to 8.1 straight away because
I don't like the interface changes.
Oh, it doesn't matter because I use a start menu button, so they work.
Me too. I use start as back, but it was like the little things like in the file explorer menu, like the fact that they changed my computer to this PC, like that annoys me so much. I don't know why, but the fact that they renamed it from my computer to this PC annoys the hell out of me.
This guy. They should just named it this guy.
Like, I know, like, what's wrong with my computer? Why does it be called this PC?
That should be this guy. Then that way your PC can be a guy.
So stupid.
This guy. All right, I'm gonna. And then the C drive. This guy. This guy. Then you can just. Yeah, and then you can just select your drives based on this guy and that guy.
Yeah, that wouldn't get confusing too. Which drive do you have the movie on? Oh, it's on that guy over there. You know.
Yeah.
That guy's taking care of it. It's all good.
Yeah, this PC. So, hey, where you got the stuff?
Yeah, but so as I mentioned before, the new driver came out today because there was you saw the issue that I was reporting on yesterday, right, with the
Yeah, yeah.
SLI
Windows
multi-monitor.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, Windows 10. I've been hearing a lot about it. It's, when nowadays, whenever something's wrong, you're gonna hear about it. So
Oh yeah,
that's a good thing.
the internet moves fast. It's funny because I posted up my video yesterday on the Windows 10 issues, and by the time I had edited it and posted it online, that Microsoft and Nvidia had already fixed it, and then like the first comments on the video were like, "Oh, they already fixed it." I was like, "See, this is what happens because the news nowadays with like Twitter and stuff, it moves faster than I can make a video and edit it and post it online. It
But
moves too damn quick."
that's a pretty quick fix, though. So they're definitely like I'm not going to be too concerned if I upgrade. Probably in a month, maybe. I think because I want all the main bugs to be ironed out, just these main obvious things, right?
Yeah,
That are going to come up. So I think once they're ironed out, I'll probably wait a month
yeah.
before I upgrade to Windows 10. I mean, there's no DX12 games out at the moment, is there?
No, there's going to be that update for Ethan Carter that we talked about, but I'm
Yeah.
not really that fussed about that. My big one is Gears of War. You know that. Everyone knows that, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah. So I mean, once an actual DX12 title's out and worthy of getting Windows 10 for, then that's when I'll upgrade. But I mean, they should just release DX12 on Windows 8.1. It doesn't
You know what I really want is I want a really good new DirectX 12 benchmark. That's what I want.
Yeah, that too. That'd be great.
Yeah, Unigen needs to roll out some DX12 benchmarks. 3D Mark, all of those
Yeah.
guys, man. I can't wait for. I love benchmarking, so I can't wait for some new benchmarks. It's like a weird thing to get excited about, but I am.
There will be. There will be. There'll be like Fire Strike or what. They'll probably make it some
There's
new
some
one.
new one, yeah, definitely.
Thunder Strike.
Yeah, it's been a while since we got a new API, man. DX11's been around for a good while now. It's
It has
like
been.
DX12 is kind of like, our new console. It's like we don't get new consoles, we get new APIs.
Yeah, but this time around it's going to be way good. Like
Oh yeah.
from what I'm hearing. So this is going to be the API to be excited about.
Yep.
So,
Graphics
yeah.
and performance improving at the same time, so
Yeah.
it's like here we've optimized the performance so well that we could push the graphics that much further. So it's going to be such a big leap ahead.
But that's the thing. Microsoft, like, they know that they're kind of the desktop king, and I like that. I mean, I in some weird way, I know this is going to sound stupid. I know it's going to sound a little bit dumb. I have this sense of loyalty to Microsoft. I don't know why.
Because it
But ever
usually
since-
works.
Yeah, but like ever since I was a kid, my first ever PC experience was on a Microsoft computer, and every single desktop computer I've used has been on Microsoft Windows. And there's all these arguments about people changing to Linux and it's better and whatever. I tried Linux, man. I quickly went back. Like,
I haven't got the
It's-
patience for the headaches of
like
trying to make every program I download work on my computer. Like to use Linux, like you need to know how to code and shit. Like it's like
Yeah,
I do
it's-
not have the patience, the time for that. I just want programs to work. I just want games to work. I don't want any problems. And Linux just seems like a constant headache, even if it is better.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, I don't mind paying $10 for a Reddit key, man. That's perfectly fine. So, I mean, prices of keys have come down a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when I think about it, I just love my start button. I just love everything the way it is. I can work already so efficiently with how Windows is designed.
Yep.
So, I don't know. In some weird way, I have this twisted sense of loyalty to Microsoft.
No, I'm the same way. I just don't. it's just
And
not
have
welcoming to
you
change.
tried their hardware? Like you've tried their hardware before or not?
I've had their keyboards and mice in the past.
Yeah, best warranty in the world, man. Like in my experience, like I've had a keyboard from them broke. I had a mouse from them broke down. They didn't even. They like where do you live? And they just posted out a new product. So I was just like, okay, that's some good customer service. Thanks, Microsoft.
Yeah, I had a
So-
Microsoft mouse for like 10 years, man. That thing's just last. And
Yeah, it was
and the
actually-
same for the I used to have the split keyboard. I used to use that thing for ages.
Oh, the ergonomics. See, that's what I used before I got a mechanical keyboard. I love the ergo.
It's weird looking back at it now because you look at it now and it's just like that is just so silly. It's like
No,
it looks
still
silly
like
to
for me,
me.
I've still got one here. I've still got one here that I'll use like probably for PS4.
yeah.
Like it's actually not bad. I liked it. Like it really, like I thought the Cherry MX Blues help your wrists, but I thought the Ergo helps your wrists as well. Like, I don't know, on a normal crappy keyboard, I'll get sore wrists and sore fingers.
Well, shit, if you had Xbox One, you'd be able to use that soon, man. They're getting mouse and keyboard support, I heard this week.
Oh, really? Like they're rolling out native mouse and keyboard. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
there was a news story about that. They're going to be getting. We don't even have it up, but
no, we didn't have that.
it was actually from the end of last week, so I think that's probably why I missed it. But yeah, they're meant to be getting mouse and keyboard support pretty soon, so that's kind of cool.
I wonder how fast PlayStation will get it now that Microsoft released it. Okay, our competitors done it. We've got to do it one day.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see the arguments switch now on console. How quickly people are going to adopt mouse and keyboard, and then they'll fucking stop with the stupid debates already about controller's better for first person shooters and blah. Like shut
my brother tries to convince me that a controller's better. I just said jump on like whatever game, hook up a controller to the PC, and we'll see who's better. You know. So I played on a controller before. I just cannot play first-person shooters on a controller. I'm so retarded.
No.
The worst ever for me was Wii GoldenEye.
Oh,
like
God.
that couldn't have got returned to the store any quicker. Like I got it home.
It wasn't a very good game anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to aim at someone, and I'm sitting there like this. I'm just thinking, this is fucking retarded. Like I'm just sitting there like I can't even shoot a guy. And my cursor is like just putting this big halo around his head, and I just can't get a shot.
It feels very unwieldy. I know the feeling. It's like really off.
Yeah. I just rage quit, man, and just couldn't have gone back to the store any quicker.
And I used to play loads of first person shooters on controllers, but I realized, even back then I kind of took advantage of the aim assist they would have in games, and you could just basically get your crosshair anywhere around a target and then just hit left trigger and it would snap onto them. And I remember playing games like Call of Duty 2 on the campaign and literally just popping up and just spamming like left trigger, right trigger, left trigger, right trigger, left trigger, right trigger, just snapping from enemy to enemy, boom, boom, boom. Against the AI it's just, and that's basically what online is. It's just it's just snapping onto people and quick scoping.
Yeah, because they got auto aim, but like it felt like GoldenEye was terrible. But like I played another game on Wii where you're using the controller to aim and stuff, and it was fine. Like it wasn't, as of course it wasn't fast, but it was fine. Like GoldenEye on the Wii, I don't know what happened there, but they just messed it up. It was like there was anti-auto aim. Like as soon as you're getting close to a target, it'll just deflect, bump off the target.
I would love to see a new competitive GoldenEye game come out on PC.
Oh man,
there is a GoldenEye thing that you could play online. I forget what the exact name of it is, but you can play it. But it's like the classic one. I would love to see just like a remaster, reworking of that on PC. That would be so cool.
Would I? I'd love the 64 GoldenEye, man. That's got some memories, hey.
Yeah, I mean, Activision has the license, so I mean, it can happen. But the last few or I should say, Bond games have not been great. The last good one I played, it was I played it on console, and I can't remember the exact name of it was, but you can go like third person. There were some driving sequences in it. It was quite good.
Okay, I haven't played a Bond game since the Wii.
Yeah.
So. Got a bad taste left in my mouth from that, man.
Definitely, but anyway, back to like Windows 10. So you're not updating anytime soon, right?
Well, I actually haven't got the actual notification to update. Like, it's just this okay, notify me when ready. It's like everyone else is getting their package. I think it's from in Japan. It rolls out August 1st. That's what my boss told me.
Are you going to be paying the monthly membership fee to get rid of ads?
Okay, you gotta tell me about this.
So, Windows 10 has ads on some things like their Solitaire. Solitaire's been included with Windows for ages, but it wasn't in Windows 8. Well, it's back in Windows 10. But if you try to play Solitaire, you have to. There's ads on it, kind of like if you downloaded a free game on your mobile phone. And you have to pay, but instead of saying, okay, well, if you want to remove ads, pay $5, it's $1.49 a month. It's a subscription to get rid of ads on a free game from Mike. It's Solitaire.
That's pretty stupid because they promised Windows 10 would be free for Windows 8 users or 8.1 users or whatever, but I always thought, what's the catch? Nothing's ever free from
Oh no,
Microsoft. So
there's
that's what I
there's a
was arguing.
catch. There's no such thing as free in 2015. There's always a
Yeah.
catch. If it's free, then you're the product.
So basically, but with that being said, can anyone get Windows 10 now and have the ads just pumped in their face?
Basically, yeah.
So you don't like you can have like whatever someone can have Windows 7 Underground Superman edition, and then they can just say, okay, I'm gonna get a copy of Windows 10, and then they can just install Windows 10, and they just also the only negative thing is they've got ads.
Yep. Well, that's one of the negative things. I mean, it's just. I mean, I think there's a few negative things about Windows 10. I'm not a big fan of the start button either, or the search functionality on it. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I use Start as back on the laptops that I have it installed on. But and then also the ads on like Solitaire. I've heard some rumors about ads on like the lock screen as well, but apparently you can disable those. But still, it's just for a standard casual user, they're probably not going to have the mindset to get rid of that stuff. So they're going to be getting advertised to like no one's business. Just like on an Xbox. You turn on Xbox, it's like, hey, buy Doritos, pre-order this, buy Xbox Gold, buy this movie, whatever, blah blah blah. I just see Windows 10 being that. That's how that's how I view Windows 10.
Pouring out their OS now, like that's a new thing. So I mean, I was okay with it as long as it's just I thought because we already had copies of Windows 8.1, we wouldn't get exposed to that crap. I thought the advertising was for people who wanted to come into the OS purely for free. Like, I don't know. So that's just my like. I'll try it anyway. But if there's ads popping up in my face, I'm gonna be like, this is not free.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of
so-
people our chat are saying that they haven't had any ads.
Okay.
But I mean, have you guys tried to like load up Solitaire and seen the ads in that? It tries to get you to pay $1.49 a month. It's like, I mean, I seen the screenshots of that online, and I don't know.
It depends. If people have updated from Windows 8.1 and they're not getting that, then that's good. Like
Yeah.
that's kudos to Microsoft. Then they've got it right.
Yeah, I haven't actually. I only heard about the
Yeah.
Solitaire thing like yesterday, but I haven't actually booted it up yet on my laptop to check it out for myself.
Yeah.
But it's just it's just what I've heard around on the interwebs, and just from my own experience, I just didn't like the start menu. I didn't like the Cortana. I didn't like the Ask Me Anything bar. Before putting on Start as back, I tried it for a little while. I eventually got rid of the Cortana and the search bar because I was like, well, I could just press the Windows key and search. But then it does this thing where it searches the web and your local files, which you then have to turn that off if you want it to just search your local files. But I still didn't like the search on there. Didn't feel like it was finding what I needed it to find. So it's just like,
Well,
I'm
it's
just like,
probably
forget this. I'm
used
just
as
gonna
Bing,
get.
yeah.
It's like, just forget this. I'm just gonna get Start as back and just have it the same way I had it on Windows 8.
Yeah. Well, that's a good option there. Did they have for the search? Was that from Bing or whatever? When you search from your search bar,
What's that?
like when you do the searches from your search bar, is that from Bing?
Well, yeah. There's a search bar. Basically, you can press your Windows key and search, or there's like a Cortana search bar that you can remove if you want. And when you search, it searches your local files as well as does an online Bing search. So if you don't turn that off, it gives you results for both, which was really annoying because it even seemed to be prioritizing like the Bing searches over my local files when I was like searching for like I would search for like update to find Windows updates to check for updates, and it would like do Bing searches for it, and I was just like, what the fuck do I give? I don't care about.
Yeah.
I wouldn't use Bing no matter. You couldn't pay me to use Bing.
Yeah.
Just get out of here with your Bing. Like I can't. How many programs have said, "Hey, would you like the Bing bar?" Like, no, I would not like the Bing bar. Just
Well, that's it.
go away with your Bing bar. So now
Well, you gotta have a Bing bar. What was that old school one that was a plague? That bar, was it the AOL? Was it their bar or whatever? Ugh.
I don't know. I don't like
Remember
bar. I don't.
that?
The only bar I like is my Roomy Bookmarks toolbar on Firefox that I added in myself, and was not
Yeah.
shoehorned in with some antivirus program or something else. And like, hey, here's this search bar that you don't really need, because you have an address bar that could search now because it's 2015.
Yeah, well, the only bar I like's my own, so. That's,
But yeah, I was just referencing the Ars Technica ad here. I mean, not ad. Stuck thinking about Windows 10 now and ads. But if anyone wanted to read up about Windows 10, they have a really good in-depth review up on Ars Technica, and all the links are in the description below for this stuff. And I'm kind of in the mindset of what their reviewer said right at the end of this. He said he says it's good, it's better than Windows 8, it's better than Windows 7, but I'd also wait a few weeks, maybe even a couple of months before making the move. And that's my mindset right now, and that's basically what I'm taking away from this. Before we move on to anything else, that's my final say on it.
Well,
So
yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what I
wait.
said. That's what I said before we even started getting into it. Like, I think we got to wait, around about a month. I said I'd wait around a month before these major problems rear their heads.
Yep.
And then you'll be fine after that. You should be fine anyway.
Yep.
So, but it's definitely, I'm definitely getting excited about it because, new OS is always a good thing. So, yeah, I just hope they get it right. That's all.
Well,
So I'm still yet to try it.
It's not always a good thing. Do you remember Windows ME?
Windows, what's this?
ME
Oh, yeah. Millennium Edition, yeah.
or Vista?
Yeah, I reckon Vista was hands down worse than ME, man.
Probably, yeah, it was worse.
Vista, like you used Vista on just an ordinary computer, and suddenly your computer ran like arse compared to XP.
I remember
bad.
my school had Vista on the library computers, and I was like, "Why do you guys have this? Just like, this is so rubbish." I wanted to break into the library and reinstall all their OSs for them.
Yeah, well, it's just everything he did was just now slower than XP. Like that's just what I just remember. I got frustrated with it. I was like, okay, there's no. I think it was a DX10 exclusive Windows Vista. Forgot.
Possibly, I don't remember.
Yeah,
It's ages ago. I don't have the same memory I used to.
You're just losing your memory day by day.
It's like
drinking alcohol.
Yeah, I don't really drink that much, but I remember as a kid, like, I would ask my dad, I was like, "Hey, Dad, have you seen this movie?" He's like, "I don't remember." And I was like, "How could you not remember? I remember everything about my entire life, but now I know." Now I'm just like, it was, maybe. I don't know.
You burned it up. You burned it all up like Spawn. You're burning up all your brain energy.
Yep.
But wait. Before we move on to Fallout 4, with
Mafia.
Spawn, they never finished that series, did they?
Spawn the comic.
They made the real life movie series.
Yeah,
I remember I saw it.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
Spawn movie. That was good.
I loved it, and I was like, when's the sequel coming? And there was never a sequel released.
Well, it was definitely. I think it was kind of like an underground-ish movie. It was kind of like a B movie. It was popular with like nerds, basically. But I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. Like legitly, like I liked it. Yeah,
Yep.
Just surprised. Anyway,
Yeah,
the music track was pretty good. But yeah, Fallout 4.
Well, no, actually, no. Mafia 3. That's the next one.
Okay.
So, have you played the Mafia games? No.
I'm a newbie.
I already knew the answer before I asked.
I'm a newbie.
Brian has never played a single game in his entire life.
Okay, guys. Now that I'm single, I am going to be getting my gaming workload on.
See, this is
Like,
why this is why he's the tech half of Tech Gaming Weekly.
Yeah, I'm only the tech half. I'm not the gaming half.
Yep, that's my area of expertise. But
Hey, even though recently I'm like 4.4K in Dota 2 now, so my rating's going up. Like I want to get to 5K. Apparently that's like pretty good.
what's that language you speak, boy?
Oh, well, just Dota 2. Like you've got the matchmaking system, and so like 4.4K is already pretty good from what I hear.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get I'm on the road to 5K. But it's really hard, man. It just gets harder. Like even 100 MMR points up, you get good players. So
Nice.
but yeah, but that's my gaming life sort of thing.
I'm looking forward to this Mafia 3. They're going to be doing a reveal on August 5th for the game, and I've been waiting for this since Mafia 2, because Mafia 2, man, I mean, the game had no side quests for like an open world game. That's like a massive faux pas, but it was forgiven because the story in that game was just so good, and the characters were so it was amazing. It was like being dropped right into like a 50s mafia movie. I mean, there's even an entire chapter of the game where you're in prison, and it's so cool. Like, you get busted, and then like you're like walking into jail, and like you've got like Shawshank Redemption like moment where you're like walking into jail with your clothes, and you're like, oh, like you're looking around and stuff. I was just like, this is so fucking cool. It was like one of the best campaigns I've ever played. So I can't wait for Mafia 3. I hope it's just as good as 2 or better.
Okay, well, I got a question. Can I just get Mafia 2 and then fast track? Like, I don't need to play Mafia 1?
No, you don't need to play Mafia 1. You don't need to play Mafia.
Okay.
Mafia 1 is also old as hell. That's dated. That's on like the PS1 or PS2. I can't remember which one. I think the PS2.
Oh, okay.
I think
Yeah,
the
yeah, we're
PS2.
talking dated.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
yeah,
kind
that's
of borderline unplayable.
yeah. Mafia 2 is definitely playable though. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's a DirectX 11 title. It uses like NVIDIA PhysX. It's still a really good looking game. And it's just fucking good, man. If you like that 40s and 50s Mafia vibe, then you'll be all over it.
Okay, cool. So,
Definitely. It's kind of like getting dropped
well,
into Goodfellas.
yeah, well, I'll check that out. Hopefully, it's got 4K support. Is that might be a far
Probably.
cry? Or...
I'm pretty sure it has 4K support. I don't see why it
Sweet.
wouldn't.
Well, just any game that's got 4K support, I'm down for nowadays. So it's like the 4K experience, man. Really, I underestimated it actually. Hey,
Yeah, and you shouldn't have
I
any trouble
did.
running that game in 4K either. It's well optimized. It's a good looking game, good playing game.
Yeah. Well, this
Actually,
monitor's just so crisp. I was gonna say, man, I was gonna do a video on ultra low motion blur versus normal IPS versus TN. I'm gonna tell you straight away, like my preliminary subjective results is that faster response times are better for like the actual health of your eyes.
yeah.
Because I went and did my vision test
Uh huh.
the other day, and it was the best. She said, "Wow, your eyes are amazing." Like I scored like over the best score, and I did it so fast. And the only thing that's really changed in my life, to be honest, is me using a TN panel over an IPS panel.
Wow.
So like I'm not shitting you. Like the only thing I've really changed because I still exercise, eat my diet's kind of like up and down. I eat good food, sometimes eat bad food, but the one main thing that I've noticed that's changed in my life recently is this TN panel over IPS panels. So I
Interesting.
think, well, I'm
Maybe
gonna
it's
be a big
the
advocate.
faster response time. You know what was the that could be
It's
it.
crisp, man. It's crisp, eh? Like
It,
it's got
it might
faster.
yeah. It's probably the response time more than anything.
It's better for your eyes, man. Like faster response times are better for your eyes.
Yeah.
And blue light as well. That was something I found out the hard way. Like you want to limit blue light exposure, but at the same time, you might want to also limit your or look if you're going to be on the computer for a long time gaming where things are moving really fast. You'll want low response times, man.
Well, you know
I mean,
what?
high response.
I never actually really thought about it till just now, but I used to have problems with my eyes when I used to game like on console heavily on a TV. Like my eyes would get really, really sore or start like burning after a while and tearing up. And I didn't know what to think of it. My eyes would just burn. I was like, okay, I just need to take a break from gaming, and I would go grab like an ice pack and put it on my eyes.
Really?
But it's actually gone away in the past like 3 to 5 years, and it probably has contributed to maybe gaming on the PC now.
Yeah, it depends. That can be brightness as well. If your eyes hurt too much, the brightness might be too low, I
It
think.
was also from a good distance away though too though. That was
Yeah.
like the TV was like maybe 8-10 feet away, and now I'm
Yeah.
gaming closer to a monitor. But I've always had the slowest response time I had up until now was like a 2 ms, and now I've got the 4 ms Acer. But it's always which is still relatively low though
Yeah,
compared to
well,
like a
this
TV.
yeah, exactly right. So this TM panel I'm using at the moment, it's crisp, man. Like it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
So I was doing photos comparing it to the IPS panel. The input lag, I'm sure people want to hear about the 280 HK because there's no input lag figures out on the web anywhere. I've done some preliminary results on that too, and it's probably about half a frame behind the Korean panel. So I'd say overall you're looking at maybe 10 milliseconds of input lag. Like this is just a real guesstimate, which isn't bad. It's not the best. If you're like a full pro gamer that needs zero input lag, then maybe it's not the monitor for you. But if you're looking for a really good 4K experience, the 280 HK is ballin', man. It's really good.
Nice.
So the response times are crisp, man. They're crisp.
That's nice.
Like that's what so I'm loving this monitor at the moment. Hey, like my eyes are loving it too. Like I've really got a report on it, but I'm afraid though if I do the video, it's going to be mainly subjective. But a lot of my subscribers have already said like, look, we want to hear everything, the subjective and the objective. So I'm really keen to share it because the blue light thing, that's helping a lot of people. You want to limit blue light exposure during the nighttime, and so Flux is just an easy way to fix that. It's just a really easy way. You just download Flux, but even though Flux kind of has problems with games where it won't actually change the blue light levels in games, but Yeah, just that's something I figured I'd share just out there at the moment for the guys who, follow the channel, you and me. Just give them some, fast response times are legit. Like they help your eyes, man.
Nice.
There's something I got to look into with more FPS as well. But my thinking with FPS is there's like a curve where it's going to be weird to explain it. Maybe I'll explain it in a video later.
Yeah.
Unless, yeah, we've got to get on to some topics.
All right, let's do that. Let's move on to the next one, which is Fallout 4. And the last thing I was actually going to mention about Mafia, talk about Mafia actually was making me want to play it again. So, if anyone watching, if you guys want to see me do a live stream of that over on Twitch, put for Mafia 2. Go ahead and put a 1 in chat for yes, 2 for no if you want to see me streaming Mafia 2 over on Twitch this week and next week. So. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if you guys want to see that as we move on to our next topic, which is on Fallout 4 modding tools, which won't be available at launch, but they will be released in 2016. Which I'm okay with. Release them when they're ready. I don't expect every game to have mod support right away at the beginning. Just as long as they don't take as long as some other titles, like Witcher 2 took like fucking forever to release the Red Pack from CD Projekt Red. It took them like 3-4 years. It only came out like in about the last year, or like right before Witcher 3 came out. So hopefully it comes out in 2016. That's not too long away. So
I mean, the game's not even released though. So I mean, really, they've got plans. They will let it be moddable. It's just that, yeah. I mean, straight away is not really. I don't know. Like I'm fine with it. Yeah, as long as it's not too long, right? Yeah. I know there's those diehard. Yeah, I agree with everything you said, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, for me, I mean, when I pick up a game like that, like one of the big reasons I pick it up is so that I can mod it. Skyrim modding was so good, so this basically needs to be on that level, and I'm sure that it will. So it's going to be amazing to see what people can put on there. Hopefully, the graphics will get tweaked up because they don't look like the most amazing graphics ever. They look a bit dated, but we know that the fans will take care of that with some EMB series mods pretty quick.
Yeah, well, that'll get fixed. Like Skyrim, man, that got some good mods pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm concerned about the engine because Skyrim had issues with the physics in the game that was tied to the frame time. So if you tried to remove the frame rate cap of 60 FPS, it would cause issues with the physics in the game. So certain items start to like float away and things like that. So
yeah, you'd get a black flashing as well, and I know the problems. Yeah,
I hope they get that sorted out for Fallout 4, because I'm almost certain it's the same engine. So I don't know. I don't like 60 hertz caps, or 60 FPS caps, I should say, especially in shooters.
Yeah, I mean, 144 is like your go-to cap. If you're going to cap a game, you need to make it, at least relevant to what people, the gear that people have.
Just don't cap it at all. Why cap it?
I mean, it's just so there's less problems. It's just so there's noobs. It's to protect against the noobs. So you got to have noob protection nowadays. If you don't, you got potential returns, right? So like, if you get a noob, he jumps up, the game's flashing, and there's crap flying around. He's gonna be like, "Oh, I can't play this game. Refund, please." And then that's money they've lost. So they put the cap in there, so the average noob who probably can't even tell the difference between 30 FPS and 60 FPS will be on this game, and they'll just be sucking it up like this is the best game I've ever played. So, like when I got on Destiny, I know straight away this is 30 FPS.
Yeah.
And my brother was like, "Oh, really? I didn't know." So, I mean, my brother's a noob.
It's instantly, you can tell it's fucking horrible. It's horrible.
No. Yeah, so like, I mean, I just think those tools are put in there just to protect against noobs. It's noob protection.
Yeah,
that's sure. Just my opinion. So, and it's not. I mean, it's at the end of the day, right? Again, like we've said countless times on the show, nowadays it's all about $1, man. So, it's a sad world that we live in. So,
well, I'll tell you our next topic. I'm really happy to see, because finally, Google Plus.
Actually, before we get into this, can I say something? Like when we're talking about Google Plus and YouTube, and now particularly since it says comments section, if you guys are noticing that no one's replying to your comments and you're asking questions, you've got to go and enable your account to accept replies. Like,
everyone needs to know that. Oh yeah.
Yes, please do that. Like, I don't know how many times I've seen a comment where someone's asked me a question, and all I've done is thumbs up the comment because I can't reply.
I cannot. Oh my god! Some
Yeah.
like people ask me a good question, and I'll see it in my email,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, yeah, I'll co-respond to that guy, and I take the time to hit the reply button, and then it opens up YouTube, and then it's just like you can't reply to the guy, and you're just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And like I know they don't know, but I feel like they've done it intentionally just to troll me into opening up a new tab. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
I hate you for this. Just go
It's
turn on
annoying,
your
isn't it?
replies.
Yeah, so yeah, you
hopefully
gotta
this
turn on
isn't
your
an issue
replies.
anymore, though. I hope this isn't. That shouldn't be an issue anymore now, right?
I hope so. Yeah,
'Cause
this
it's
is
a,
what I
it's
was
a
going
Google
to
Plus
say.
thing. It's a Google Plus thing. So
I hope it is. Yeah. So I mean, I hope that they fix that crap because it's annoying, right? Because there's some people that are just genuinely need help, and I like helping people. Like, so you can't reply to them. It's like, oh
Yep.
God. So and then you send them a PM, and they never check it. Like that's if they need
Oh
help
yeah,
desperately.
I when it's annoyed
So-
me enough, I PM people like, hey, you need to turn on replies. No one can reply to you.
But then they probably don't even know how to check that. And so it's like,
Well, I mean, they
okay.
don't even know replies are disabled. It does it to them. It's not like they
Yeah.
even did it themselves. And plus, it's on Google.
Exactly,
It's on
yeah.
Google Plus. So even if you did check it, you probably just didn't even think about it being related to YouTube. So
See, that one's on Google. I put that blame on Google for that one. I put the blame on Google. That's stupid. They need to like if people, especially if people have a question mark maybe in their comment, they should automatically enable the reply button. Like I think that's pretty fair,
yeah,
even if they've got replies disabled.
yep.
So
Even so, other people could see it. And I don't like that they recently got rid of the thing where you can disable notifications for or disable replies to your comments, and I don't like that because I used to. You know, sometimes you would start a comment and the thread would just go on for ages and you'd constantly get notifications for it. And you're just like, I just want to disable replies on this and just whatever, have it be done.
let it die. Yeah.
Yeah, now you could just delete your comments, so it just all goes away then, which isn't fun for anyone. So, well, I'm really glad about this because I didn't like it from the start that they were implementing Google Plus with YouTube, and now all they need to do is fix the subscription boxes, and we'll basically be back to the way that it was in 2013. Way to go, Google.
I want the negative vote comments back. That's funny. That was fun.
Yeah, and we also I think we also need to bring back video replies so reply girls have a career again.
What's this? Reply girls?
Yeah, remember how they used to have video replies on YouTube? And
Yeah, video replies. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That was ages old.
there were channels dedicated to it. Like there was one girl that was called like the Reply Girl, and
The Reply Girl.
she had loads of subscribers, and she was just a disgusting, untalented human being. And now her channel is dead. I actually was just looking at this the other day because Vice was doing a story on it, so I actually looked up her channel. I was like, oh, it's dead.
Yeah, that's sad. I feel sorry for the Reply Girl. She found a niche, and then Google screwed her over.
But her niche was putting her breasts in the thumbnail. That was her niche.
But hey, man, that works. Who doesn't want to see a good pair of cans?
I don't want to see someone making money off of, basically goading people into watching their video because they have breasts. It's kind of
Who's that chick then? Who's that chick who does the Japanese videos? I forgot her name. What? She got massive,
I don't know.
what she does like the peace symbol, and then she translates like one Japanese word for a whole episode of her videos.
I have no idea, man. You got me lost there.
Yeah, I forgot her name. Maybe someone in the comments.
The biggest.
She makes money off her breasts. Like even the Japanese comments section.
Well, the one I'm thinking of is Case, not her, but Casey Tron. She is the biggest one that I know of, who's been having success off of this on Twitch. But now, I don't know if you know this, but it was like in the last 6 months, Twitch implemented new terms of service rules.
Yeah.
So you can't wear like revealing clothing anymore. They'll ban your channel for having like cleavage showing. So loads of these.
Nothing wrong with it though, man.
But it is though, because if you think about it, right? Okay, so if you were to load up Twitch, what would happen was all of the top streams were just chicks with low cut tops, and all the guys are like 3-4 pages down because they don't have tits. Like I'm not trying to be sexist in any way. I'm not saying they don't have a right to make videos, but I'm saying it's wrong that they're basically getting an edge on there just because when you see the thumbnail on Twitch, it's just tits.
Yeah, but I mean, if the average person is like, I don't know, man. My thinking is it's fine. Like, I really don't care. Like, if I go to Twitch, I'm gonna want to watch games. If I want to watch porn, I'll just go to a porn website. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think they do get a lot of young kids in who want some gamer girl. Like, obviously, there's a big, market for that. But I'm immune to that crap. I'm sure a lot of my viewer base are immune to that. But who
God.
cares, right? At the end of the day, like if these chicks can make money off their breasts, hey, that's okay. Like I would just like to see someone further exemplify it. Like their thumbnail is just their cleavage with a smiley face. Like
That's basically what it is. I mean, that's basically what they are. I mean, someone said in chat the name you couldn't remember. It's Hannah Minx, and I have an image up of her now. My God.
Oh, that's it.
My God, those fucking eyes are scaring the shit out of me right now. Those are the biggest. Those eyes are bigger than Amanda Seyfried's eyes.
That's it. Yeah, Hannah Minx, man. She made like a truckload of cash off her titties, man.
Those are not eyeballs. Those are fucking footballs. She's got rugbies for fucking eye sockets, like the rugby balls for eye sockets. My God.
No, but she like the Japanese.
Her eyes are bigger than her tits.
Well, I think she originated in Japan. And all the Japanese guys would just be going at it, man. They'd just be clicking on her videos like, yeah, give me more. Because she looked like one of I think she dressed herself up as an anime character kind of thing.
My God, some of these camera angles are just like pointing straight down. I feel like I'm this camera angle right here, it's pointing straight down. I feel like I'm looking at POV porn of a guy about to get a blowjob. That's what it looks like. I mean,
what's happening is right. What you got here is you got chicks who know they're going to make money off this kind of thing. So what they need to do is they just need to say, hey, okay, here's the selling point, and then make it even a stronger selling point. So that's what I'm saying. Just cut out the cleavage part and like 2 smiley faces on each breast, and just put that as your thumbnail. Like, you don't even want to see a face or anything like that. Like, we got to step it up to the next level, ladies. If you're doing YouTube.
Terrible.
But yeah, it's my brother was actually talking to me about it the other day, saying how these gamer girls are just cleaning up. And you know what, man? Like, if they, like, I don't know, if they're gonna clean up, let them clean up, man. Like, I've got no problems with someone making $1 if they.
I think I need to go update our thumbnail for this episode now with a Hannah Minx thumbnail with her tits.
That's it.
This is going to be the most viewed episode of TGW ever.
No, to be honest, just try it. Like, just try.
It would. I've already made a nice thumbnail though. I put like 20 minutes into making a thumbnail for this. All she has to do is take a fucking low cut picture and like boom, there you go, 1 million views, done.
Well, that's it, man. So that's what I mean. But if they know how to make money off like whatever, I mean, some would call it selling themselves. I mean, there'd be the argument that they're selling themselves out, but I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, right?
It annoys me.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it can get annoying. It's just for me, I don't click on that crap. Like, I don't want to watch a gamer girl who I mean, I'm not going to stereotype here, but I don't know, man. I used to play like competitively, and if there was a competitive gamer girl, she wasn't in like the men's league. Yeah. She got raped. Like, she got raped on the game, not in real life.
Jesus, Brian, nice direction to take that.
She got raped IRL.
Jeez, man. How did we get to rape? I think we need to move topics to Ouya getting raped.
We're going off on a really bad tangent.
Yeah, speaking, I mean, and obviously getting raped, no one would ever say Ouya. So we're going to talk about the Ouya next. Ouya, who basically have just flopped massively. It was a Kickstarter for like this little cube console that would basically run indie games, and it ran off of Android. And I knew it was going to fail from the moment I saw the fucking thing. And now here it is. A few years later, they failed, and Razer have bought them out.
Well, they got $1 million. Like, hey, just fund me and Joker, man, and we'll give you guys tech videos every day. I won't have to work.
They got $1 million.
Yeah, that's it, man. $1 million, and then just like people just love giving their money away. But I think a lot of that money would come from people in Silicon Valley, yeah. Like people who just ballers who don't care. Like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. Here's $20.
I mean, I only get like $30 a month on Patreon. Man, I need to make a shitty game console so that I could start raking in some more of those donations.
Well, you need to make something original. Cleaverage game console where a
Yes.
hologram comes out with a different pair of tits every
It's
day.
just
See
it's a
that?
different gamer girl
That's
every
all right.
day.
Let's Kickstarter it. Let's Kickstarter it. Retro gaming console with hologram of cleaverage.
Yes, they'll just come out of the top
But
like a blue hologram, like from Star Wars, and it's just going to be Casey Tron with her big milky tits sitting there.
that's it. That's what we gotta do, man. Like, I'm gonna get on that. Hey, Kickstarter. Let's see how much we can raise for it. Okay.
Let's do
So
that.
cleaverage soul.
Anyway, I don't know if any of our audience is even interested in the fucking Ouya. I mean, we're PC gamers anyway. If we want to play indie titles, you know where we play them? Fucking Steam or GOG
But it's
or
interesting that
GOG
Razer.
or
It's interesting that
GOG.
Razer bought them out. I'm actually curious. Like that's probably the main thing that Razer's on the get go now. Razer's like a gaming peripheral company's starting to buy shit out now and starting to get really big. So
Yeah, they're trying to expand. I
that's
think probably to the living room. I mean,
well,
like
they're
NZX.
making.
They're probably
Sorry.
they've already got like a streaming device, kind of like the NZXT Doco that I reviewed a few months ago. Which man, that thing was a piece of shit. Fuck. I haven't heard back from NZXT since, man. They sent me that. They sent me that thing, and it's just like I was like, this thing is just not good. It's not
Yeah.
good.
Well, I mean, these companies. Why do they get upset when you give bad reviews, man? Your viewer base is going to appreciate you more. Like, for instance, you look at ASRock boards, right? I've reviewed a Gigabyte motherboard, I've reviewed an MSI board, then I've reviewed an ASRock board. And I've said out of those three motherboards, my ASRock boards are the favorites because they work. And I want to let my viewers know that. And
Have you
then they
seen
get
their
an
new
ASRock.
boards?
Oh, they look sexy
Oh
as
yeah,
hell.
man.
Wow, they
I was
finally,
like,
I
I
was
was like,
telling them, yeah.
man, for the all black build, I was like, I'd be more than happy to put one of those ASRock Z107 boards. You know, I was looking at just the EVGA classifieds, but then I saw the ASRock Z107s, and I was like, I'd be more than happy to use one of those too. That's fucking sexy. That's a
We'll
hot
see.
looking board.
That's what I mean. So they're starting to listen, right? They hear, like, I mean, I was telling them, I think they need to spice things up cosmetically. And that Z170, that looks hot, man, that extreme. So they're getting on their game, man. They're listening to people. They're getting their products solid. Like, and that's when you give an honest, good review. And you do give honest reviews in the past. People are going to say, hey, this guy ain't bullshitting. This is a good product. And so you watch, man. I reckon ASRock motherboards will start to skyrocket, man, because they're making good products. And I let people know
good,
about that.
They're making good products. They're starting to get stylish, and I think they need to. I would if I was ASRock, you know, the ad campaign I would do is
Yeah.
I would if I was them, I would have an internet ad campaign that basically said ASRock, we're not ASUS.
Yeah.
That's
it, eh?
There's so many people think ASRock is like the Bush beer of ASUS. It's just like the budget
Yeah.
brand of ASUS.
Not
It's
anymore.
not.
Not anymore. Yeah.
There's not.
Once
They are
upon
their
a
own
time,
thing.
yes, but yeah, once upon a time though, yes, but no way, not
No,
nowadays.
they are their own, completely their own entity now. They do not operate under ASUS at all. They're not like downgraded versions of ASUS boards. They're using just as high quality components as them in a lot of these cases and putting out really good boards with good features, good sound. The purity sound on those things is great.
Yeah, but people wonder like why, like sort of some people are like, oh, you don't get that many views, but you get same products. And it's because I give the company, I don't just do the review. I actually send the company a private email and say, look, you could do this on your next product, like sort of more personal things to work on your product. Like I give them my feedback, and I don't care what they think.
Yeah.
I just give people my opinion. And so at the end of the day, word of mouth is going to be a lot more stronger than any form of marketing. And so you got people talking on forums. You got, you know, if people see honest, good reviews, they're going to then spread that word. They're probably going to buy the product themselves.
Yep.
And that's how word of mouth spreads. You know, like there's this recent thing about Gigabyte X99 motherboards. A lot of people are finding out that these motherboards are fucked. They don't. They have problems, man. They've got legitimate problems on their X99 lines.
I know. That's why I didn't get it. I mean, I was looking at them because I liked the aesthetic of it, and then I just kept seeing all the issues popping up, and I was like, no, I'm just going to go with ASUS.
Yeah, and then I thought they would have fixed it by now, but it's not fixed. Like that's insane.
Yep.
X99's been out for a long time now to fix your problems. And so I don't know what's going on there, but you know that, yeah, people have got to know, like these motherboards, you know, everywhere, you know, I go around, I see overviews. It's like, no, review the product and let people know that this motherboard randomly crashes when it overclocks. That's what you got to let people know about, you know,
Definitely.
because Yeah, you don't want to you don't want to screw your viewer base over. Why would you do that? Just so you can
No,
get
one
sent more free review samples, so you can
definitely,
please,
because if one person goes
so
out
you
and
can,
buys a product that you've reviewed and then it's a piece of shit and you said it was good, then
yeah,
that's someone you've lost their trust for life, and
exactly.
that's why I've always from the beginning with my channel I've always believed in like complete transparency and just raw honesty, and that's
Yeah,
how you and I kind of came together on doing the
exactly.
show.
Yeah, exactly, man. So what for? So you can bow down to the bigger authority and let them put their dick in your mouth? Like, no way. You know,
Uh,
that's how I see it, man. I don't like.
I'd
Yeah,
rather I'd
it's
rather be honest and have the respect of my viewers than have the respect of any company. I mean,
exactly, man.
if
That's
they're
it,
not gonna,
right? You got to
if they're
remember.
not going to respect me for being honest about a bad product than they made, then that's their fucking fault.
Exactly,
Don't make a
right?
bad
So
product.
at the end of the day, it's the viewers who are supporting us. It's the viewers. They're the reason we're here. We're making videos. And so, yeah, my loyalties, everyone knows where my loyalty lies, and that ain't going to change.
Yep.
But yeah, like that's something, I don't even know how we
It's okay, man.
segued into that.
It's all right, man. We're rounding down the show.
But
We got a few light topics to round up the show.
yeah, it's,
Not too
this is,
serious.
yeah, it hasn't been so technical this month. I mean, this week. So
No,
sorry.
we've had some tech. We had some tech, some
Yeah.
gaming. I mean, we got a good mix.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna move on to books.
Yeah, well, that's it. So Australian police, I can do this one.
Yeah, because
No.
I picked I picked this story out just for you because it was about Australia.
So yeah, Australian police raid a bookseller over copies of a book first published 24 years ago. So what happened here was they were selling originally the book that came out. It had to be wrapped in plastic and
Stamped like an 18 plus rating and all that.
yeah. And then they re-released the book and it didn't have the wrapping on it. And some anal retentive customer not only pointed that out to the shop, but they went to the police and reported the shop. And the police went and raided the shop, and it's like the guy was like, I didn't know that the re-release rules, violated the original rules."
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The police could have just gave the guy a warning and said, "Look, you've got these books, and they need to be shrink wrapped. So pull them off the shelves, get them shrink wrapped, and whatever you got to do, and then put them back on." They didn't have to go and raid the place. I mean, all because of some woman who just complains, and I've got experience with this as of recent. So a scorned woman comes in and just like makes hell. Like, I guess
Hell
she's
hath no
complained.
fury like a woman scorned.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, and it's just like, okay, this woman is just taking this too far. She's probably complained to the police and said, "You better do something or I'm going to sue you," or something. So, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I'd say it's not the police. It's not their fault this time around. I think they're just doing their job right. If they do get a report on something like this, there's probably protocol that they've got to take.
Yep.
And if they don't take it, they're probably, their ass could be on the line. No one wants to lose their job. But it's just the main thing is here is, I don't know.
And people might wonder, like, why we're bringing this up, because the reason I brought it up is because it applies to everything in Australia. They have the same censorship with games, movies. So there's loads of games that don't come out there at all.
Yeah.
Like zombie games don't come out there. Basically, any games with like human on human violence don't come out, or they come out and they're like have certain content stripped out and things like that. It happens in Germany as well. So that's why I kind of brought it up. And this case, it was a book, American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis, which is actually one of my favorite books of all time. Way better than the movie with Christian Bale. Way more gory as well. Oh my God, there's some sick shit in this book. So I can see why it got an 18 rating in Australia. That book is fucked up. There's whole chapters where he's just going off on tangents and talking about hooking rats or mice that you'd pick up from a pet shop. He would hook them up to car batteries to see how long they would survive while he listened to Whitney Houston music. Like there was whole chapters like that. So it's fucked up. Way more fucked up than the Christian Bale movie, which is already pretty messed up as it is. I mean, don't just stare at it, Christy. Eat it. I love that movie. I love the movie and the book, but the book's even better.
Yeah.
That's mine. I'm done nerding up on the book though, but it is a good book.
Yeah, well, it's just we're getting back to the topic with do you
have experience with this?
Strict rules.
I mean, you're an Australian. Do you have experience with any of this?
With the games, yes. I mean, some of the games have been banned in Australia as we've grown up, but like this main case here of this basically it's kind of like in Australia, you generally don't tell people. You only tell people enough. That's it. You only tell people the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, people just go to run to the cops and start stupid shit.
So it
You know,
doesn't.
and
This. If I could just say this, doesn't make sense to me because I don't understand. I don't understand why Australia has these laws because from what I see, it seems like Australia is meant to be like really super laid back people, like no
it
worries, man, just
is
relax. So why are they so
the
why are they so
well,
strict?
see, in Australia we've got the majority, and the majority are laid back. We, as a majority, we are laid back, we're carefree, but then you've got the minority. And Australia would have one of the worst minorities in the world. Like, just people who are, left wing, complain, like, and it's a non-stop freaking complain about everything and anything. And so lately, like, just, Australians are just getting fed up. The majority of Aussies are just getting fed up with the crap that's going on in Australia at the moment. And so, really, it's like there's this minority of people who think they're better than everyone, and you've got to do this way. It's like, no, we live in a democracy. I want to do things my way. Who cares? So, but yeah, it's just one of those anal retentive arguments.
Yeah.
Articles where this girl's just really hit the fan over nothing, over some shrink wrap on a fucking book.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous, eh?
Yeah, like,
I think.
I mean, and it's because of the rules and because of, like, I'm not blaming the police. I mean, they're just doing their job via protocol. So I wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, because technically it is illegal, I guess, but they could have just given the dude a warning.
Yep.
He's running a bookshop at the end of the day. He's got to sell books, so
Yeah.
who's going to want to go into a bookshop that's been raided, Oh, hey, let's go in there. Police with guns. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're losing some viewers with our book talk here, so I think we should move on.
Anyway.
So the next thing I have up here is that it's just, I don't know, I just want to show because it was funny. It's that Hairwork screenshot of Hitman.
Oh yeah, pull that up. That's pretty.
Man,
That's hilarious,
that's
man. Yeah.
funny as hell. It's just Hairworks off, Hairworks on, and Hairworks on. It's getting way less FPS, about half, and he has no hair. But I'll be honest, I would still use Hairworks because I want to see those eyebrows move in the wind, man.
Well, that's it. Hey, I want to see the eyebrows. Like well, yeah. They should have nostril hair. They need nostril hair. Come on.
Yeah. Definitely,
Like,
he needs nostril. He needs something. Something needs to move on that. Something needs to move on that head. I want to see.
that's a clean shave, man. That's a clean shave. I couldn't get a shave like that, even like if I
hell no
had
man.
the hottest shower in the world and like had the freshest razor.
I have to shave every day for like doing YouTube videos, man. And I mean, I shave in the morning after I shower, and it's like I've got scruff, by afternoon. I've definitely got that.
Yeah,
I've got like that Homer Simpson blue beard.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm just wondering, how this guy gets such a clean shave. I'm gonna have to ask him video.
Safety razor, man. We were talking about this last week. It's all in the safety razor.
Okay, but you can't get you can't get a shave that clean, can you?
With a safety razor, probably, yeah.
Really?
Yep. I've seen a couple videos online about how to use safety razors, and you got pretty damn close.
Shit,
The guy afterwards. Look, you do 2 passes. You do it's like shaving twice basically. And when he was done, it looked like he had never had a beard before in his life.
So he looked like this guy.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, all right.
And I mean, this guy looks like he's had electrolysis, like he's never had a hair grown in his entire life.
Yeah, well, he looks pretty like, I don't know. He looks beautiful, but he looks badass at the same time. I don't know how to.
Joe Cool said it needs nostril works.
It does, yeah. It needs nostril works. Yeah, we need something new. But that FPS drop is like, let's get real. I mean, that's a joke. It's a freaking joke, man.
Well, no, it is literally a joke. It is a joke. They don't actually have Hairworks in this game. It's as far as I know, it's probably going to be an AMD Evolve title, just like the last Hitman was. But I will say that even though I'm pretty sure this was from a CGI cutscene, that snow on his jacket building up, that looks really good. I'd like to see that get into the game.
Yeah, it does, That looks awesome. Yeah, I was more focusing on the shave though, man, the whole time. I was like, okay,
You're just like, I need to get a new Gillette razor or something, man.
I'm jelly, dude. I'm jelly.
You're just like, it's like, I bet he just shaves and doesn't have to touch it for days.
Yeah. So who made this? Like AMD fanboys or whatever?
I don't know. I think people probably on Reddit or 9gag or 4chan or something like that. I don't know. It's just I've seen it floating.
Yeah.
I've seen it floating around, And then I saw it again today with the FPS added to it. And I was just like, I just want to throw that up on the stream just for a little gag and show it to
Yeah.
people.
I don't know, like, what's the Nvidia retaliation like? What are they burning AMD with?
I don't know.
Like, 'cause I know AMD have those, what is it, the fixer or whatever it is.
Oh, for Hairworks?
No, like for giving Nvidia crap kind of thing.
I
Like
don't
this,
know.
you know.
They give them crap because they have like TressFX. They're like one technology, but it's open source, so NVIDIA was able to optimize for it, but NVIDIA is not the same way. Their stuff's not all open source like AMD's, so it all goes back to that. But like, I mean, when TressFX came out in Tomb Raider, NVIDIA struggled with it initially because it's all handled by direct compute, which is not NVIDIA's strong suit. They're more suited to geometry like tessellation, which is why most of their effects are centered around tessellation, and that doesn't help out AMD. So it goes both ways, but at the end, NVIDIA stuff isn't open source, so AMD can't optimize for it. So that's basically what it boils down to.
Yeah, well, the Hairworks are getting raped. I want to see Nostril Works too. Yeah, that's like legit. That's
Definitely.
what's come out of this. That's what
Definitely.
Nvidia give us Nostril Works.
Hashtag Nostrilworks 2015 for Hitman, please.
Yeah.
Yep. But before we get out of here, we got a couple other stories because I know it's getting late for you. You got to get to work soon. Oh wait, no, you're off.
No, I'm on holidays.
That's
I could have
right.
pulled
He's
the
on.
stream back.
That's right. He's on holiday, man. We can go into overtime here. Sweet.
Man, we can go until the sun. Actually, the sun's coming up now, so we can go until the sun comes down. If you want to do a 24-hour stream.
No, I want to get through this because I want to order some food. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got to eat
But
some
not
breakfast too.
But not Subway, which is the next topic. This is just an interesting one. Do you see that? So they're basically taking PayPal payments now, which is pretty cool because I use PayPal for like almost just about everything I can, really.
The first thing that comes to my mind is, if you get a bad sub, can you put in a PayPal claim? Just this Subway is trash. All my money back.
Submit a claim. Sub did not have cheese. Would like refund.
Yeah, and then just post it back to them. No, but like, I think, PayPal's not bad. I mean, if they could reduce the fees a little bit more as well, they'd have a really good service, right?
I mean, I could see them because
Like-
it looks like they could possibly be like the new currency, man. Like worldwide currency, you just spend like PayPal bucks.
Yeah,
It's just
well,
like
if they,
you're just basically trading internets. Like I will send you 500 internets for that graphics card.
well, see, I do like PayPal because it is fast. It is convenient. It is freaking blazingly fast to get stuff paid for, and you do have protection. But I'd like to see the fees come down because I do, when it comes to buying bigger products and making bigger purchases decisions, I tend to steer clear of PayPal because you're going to get charged whatever it is, 3%, and then you're going to charge currency fees. So you could end up paying on a cross-border transaction. Like, say if you're in the UK buying something from the US, 5% of your money is going to go to PayPal, 5.5%, sometimes even 5.9%.
Yeah. Well,
That's a lot of money to pay just on a transaction.
Well, I'll tell you, I like using it because if I use it, I don't have to put in my credit card number on a bunch of websites.
Yeah,
I could
and
just
that's
have
exactly right.
I
yeah.
could just have my bank and credit card information stored with PayPal, and then I could just charge everything, even if I don't have money in my PayPal balance, and it'll just come out of my bank account anyway. But then I don't.
Yeah.
But then I don't have like Best Buy and Amazon and Newegg and every website out there with my credit card information. It's just a PayPal email address to them. So I feel
exactly.
I
and
feel
you're
more
gonna know
secure.
one thing. Well, you're gonna know one thing about PayPal. They got a huge security budget, man.
Yeah.
Wow, they got some of the best like security in the world, like for a mobile online payment system.
Yeah.
So, have you heard of PayPal being hacked?
I don't think I can recall that ever happening.
And that's why, yeah. So they're legitimately like, I mean, they've got some good merits. I just personally, like I said, I'd like to see their fees come down, especially on like, say, stuff under $1,000. I think they need to work on a new structure, and it would be really good. Like, it would be really good. Or they need to work on the button like, are you stupid or are you not stupid? And you can click on I'm stupid, you pay more fees. Like, I think that's what they need to do. Because there was a time where, I think it's even still now, if you pay for something via eBay, cross-border, and you, on that eBay link, you change your money via that link, you pay an extra 1% in fees. As opposed to just logging into your PayPal, switching that balance over, and then having that balance ready for the item.
And I don't know. Does PayPal have like Bitcoin like integration yet? That would because that would be the
No.
next that'd be the next frontier, really. I mean, if you could just have PayPal draw Bitcoins in the same way that it draws money from your bank account, that'd be amazing.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I don't
Like
know if
they can draw money from your bank account really quickly.
oh yeah,
Like
it's
it's
instant.
instant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
instant.
So I don't know about Bitcoin. How is Bitcoin going actually? I'm gonna Google that.
It's doing fairly well. Dogecoin is actually catching up quite a bit.
Dogecoin. That's not a joke anymore, hey?
No, it's up there. It's over $100 per coin now. It's getting up.
What?
It's definitely getting up there, man. And there's a lot of support on there's a lot of support on Reddit for Dogecoin as well.
That's pretty funny. Dogecoin. Wow. I remember they were like people were giving away Dogecoins as a joke.
Well, that's the thing is now there's people on Reddit have loads of Dogecoins and they're giving them away. You can go on the Reddit, the Dogecoin Reddit, and like when you sign up, they actually give you some Dogecoin, like a small fraction, but you get some. And by like sharing at their page, or if you're like a Twitch streamer that accepts Dogecoin donations, they'll help you out and like send people in there to like donate to you just to help because you're spreading the word of Dogecoin and stuff like that. So they've got a smart plan, it seems, in place on Reddit at least, and people are doing good work over there with help spread the word for it. So it seems that's no wonder why it's growing.
How do you make Dogecoins though? Do you mine it like from your computer?
Yeah,
Still? Yeah. Like,
yeah,
do
you
they have
just-
hash miners yet? Like, do they have all the?
there's like a program. I looked it up at one point. You just download a program, and there's like another thing you download. Like there's like it's like your wallet more or less, and you just like do a couple things. I don't know all the steps, but yeah, it's just basically
Do they
runs in
have
the
the
background.
Do they have like custom FPGAs and stuff like that for it yet?
I don't even know what that is. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
the field programmable arrays or whatever they are, where they're designed specifically for mining Dogecoins.
Yeah,
Do they have those?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know a lot about cryptocurrency. I've watched like one documentary on it, and it's always like
Well, there's
it's
there's ASIC miners too.
it's
They're
always
insane.
interested me from like an outside looking. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, but I just haven't had the patience to get into it, or I don't know. I just haven't really sat down to do it.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
And I guess
Cryptocurrencies, I've stayed away. Like, you heard about that Mount Gox thing?
Yeah, Mt. Gox got shut down.
And didn't, well, this is one big scam, man. One big scam. The forefront of Bitcoin. Like,
Yep.
that was like the place that everyone went to
It was
get.
basically the World Bank of Bitcoin.
And yeah, one huge, massive scam. Like, wow. After I read that, I was like, yeah, I'm glad I stayed away from Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine losing, like, whatever. So I remember I read one guy lost like $800,000.
Yep.
One just normal guy who just loved Bitcoin, and apparently ended up committing suicide. So
Wow. Did you ever hear about? Did you ever hear about the guy that got like 10,000 bitcoins for a pizza?
yeah, the initial one, yeah, he
Yeah.
couldn't have foreseen that though. He couldn't. He thought it was a joke. So
That was a great. Oh man, he lost a lot of money.
he did,
He spent a lot of
So-
money for two pizzas. But
yeah.
But before we roll into our last topic, I guess we'll let people know if they do have any questions they want to fire to us now. You could do so in the chat or by tweeting to us at Tech Gaming Weekly, and we'll do your questions and we'll answer them after we round up our last topic. But also want to quickly mention that we have hit our highest peak concurrent viewership once again, beating our old number. We had hit 130 peak
Fist
concurrent
bump.
viewers. We had 100. We just had 130 people, and 5 people just dropped out. But we had
Aw.
we had 130 people a moment ago. But even 125 is still higher than what we had before. So,
Hey man, fist pump.
yeah, man, just get it up there like Paulie D, bro. Fist pumping.
Well, I've got my Nvidia fist pump on at the moment with a 980 Ti. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, people. Your fist pumping is causing people to drop like flies. We're now down to
Oh,
119
okay.
people. You're killing
Oh
it.
my God, my fist pump.
you're
That's
killing
what's doing it. That's what's doing it. Stop the fist pump.
Yep. All right, so everyone fire your questions into chat. We're going to go ahead and roll into our last topic here now, which is, I think, pretty interesting. Man, it's like, people go on like tour thinking like it's, secure. It's not to begin with. They can find out who you are on tour pretty easily, honestly. And as showed on Mr. Robot, that show that we talked about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
But
profiling. See, this is scary, man. Like it's
yeah,
true, and it's true though. It's like the way this works is it's smart, right?
yep,
I mean, there's going to be some anomalies in itself that'll come out, but you look at the data, man. It's scary.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Like
it's just basically it's like a fingerprint. I mean, the way basically what they're doing is they're logging the way that you type and the amount of time it takes between keystrokes and things like that, and it's basically like a digital fingerprint for you
yeah,
because of the way like if you it's specific to like usernames and passwords because like I know my password, I type it the same pretty much every time, probably almost at the exact same speed every time. So
yeah, right.
that's you know that you
You've
just
learnt your
yeah
way of typing. Yeah, it's pretty much is a fingerprint, really, and that's scary as hell, man. Like I'm reading this, I'm like, whoa,
yep
this is some serious. Basically, what it is they can profile the way you type, and then they
oh
know it's you.
132
So
people
yeah, so like with this article, right? This is scary because they can profile the way you type, and they know it's you. So there's no anomaly. I can't say that word. Say it for me. Anonymity.
anonymity.
Okay, anyway. You're good at saying. I haven't said it for a long time, so I'm bad. See, I am a noob, even though at the heart I'm a newbie. But yeah, they can basically get your they know the way you type, and then they know it's you. And that's freaking scary, hey? So just another way that we lose neutrality, so in a way. So it's pretty scary. What do you think about this?
It's definitely it's worrying because like, even like I use like I use VPNs to like so people don't see what I'm doing, but they could definitely figure out like who I was if
Yeah.
I was on like tour or something like that, and seeing my keystrokes, and then they could link that up with like Facebook or Gmail or somewhere else you're typing your password where you're not anonymous, and then they say, oh, okay, well this is the same password and we could see it being typed in the same exact way. We know that this is Joker by the way that he typed in that password.
Exactly, right. So
Yep.
it's pretty scary, but I don't know. Is there any good that can come out of this? I mean, it would be good for actual, like, I could think of this as a good thing for banking websites and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, because
I
they
mean, why
know
not?
another,
They could have it
yeah,
almost
another.
as a security measure, like when you log in.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So, I mean, I'm going to guess I'm going to look at some positives, but that could be a positive for anti-fraud. Like,
Yeah, like you
someone
put in your
steals.
password, and then maybe you get like an alert on your phone. It says it looks like there was an odd login on your account because the password was
Yeah,
entered differently.
that's it. That'd be interesting. So it could work in our favor. So that's
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, all this security and freaking, privacy and all that, all that's going on nowadays, it really is freaking scary, man. Like how much a government knows about the individual, and like we don't even like we're just oblivious to it, really.
Yep.
So,
All right.
I tell you what, they'd probably know what you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I wouldn't
On
doubt
that,
it.
like,
I wouldn't doubt it.
yeah, it's freaking scary. Anyway, let's go on to questions.
Yeah, let's
I,
get in there, man. I got one already. Scrub Black wants to know if he needs SLI to run 1440p, and quick answer is just no. I mean, if you're running really low end cards, then maybe, but not if you have like a 980 Ti or a Titan X, then you'll be fine.
Like the 980 Ti is expensive, but it is a beast. It is a beast of a
That
card.
card, a single 980 Ti is meant for 1440p in my opinion. That is the perfect single GPU solution for 1440.
Well, I'm using mine for 4K.
Yeah.
Like, it's doing an absolutely fine job. I overclock it. It's handling 4K. Like, of course, I'm not running everything like Joker settings, max dial on every single setting. But, like, I take off the ones that really impact your frame rate, like HBAO, you know? Some of those, ambient occlusion settings and the AA. Try to take, even at 4K, you can just leave AA off a lot of the times and it still looks amazing.
Yep.
And so, maybe drop down from ultra to high. So, and you just get this experience that's way better than 1440p. That's what I'm going to say. So, not way better, but it's better.
Well, I'm looking forward to 3440 by 1440, which is basically 4K in its own right. So, even though it's not really, but it is.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at my monitor now, and it's like perfect size. I don't need any freaking wider. I don't need any taller. Like, it's a good size, man. This
But you
28 inch
but you do
sitting
need
away.
the scaling of Windows 10 to make it superior.
I don't know. I've been using Windows 8.1. They've obviously updated it since all those Flak Talk was released. I've got no problems using Windows 8.1 at 4K.
Oh,
Like,
that's
I
good.
mean, some programs are kind of like a little bit sort of blurred because they got to scale up and stuff. But for the majority of everything, like editing videos is even better. Like, I was surprised. It's even better on 4K. You just see so much more now. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, even more. So it's really cool. So like I'm enjoying 4K. But yeah, one video card, 1440p, man, 980 Ti, or even a 980 should do it if you know what you're doing.
Unless it's on max settings, then you're gonna struggle.
Is it 144 hertz or just 60 F?
He just said 1440, so I'm assuming
Yeah,
60 hertz.
I mean, yeah, like even if you can pick up a 980 for pretty cheap, that'd be the way to go. Just I've found recently with the 970, I experienced that VRAM issue that people were talking about. Hey, when
Yep.
I mean, even though I was benchmarking the 970 at 4K, you could feel it, man. Holy shit, the VRAM,
Uh huh.
like it's just basically like this added on input lag. That's the way I felt it. It was like, okay, the frames are decent. Like I even dialed down the frames. And it's like this added on, I mean, sorry, dialed down the settings to make the frames higher. And it is legit. That 3.5 gigabyte VRAM issue is legit when you start to go up to 4K. At 1440p, I didn't really experience it much.
Uh huh.
I think Crisis 3, I may have experienced in one part of the map if I dialed it. I don't know. Like I've got it. But I know at 4K, it was real. Like it was real, man.
Nice.
It was like this artificial input lag.
Uh huh.
And it felt bad. Like it was like, this is shit. Like, so I know what people are complaining about, the VRAM issue, hands on now.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be getting two of them in SLI for 4K. No way.
Yeah. Well, we have a request now in the chat for you. This is actually a request that we had last week, and
Yep.
I had passed over, and then it almost seems like it's now going to maybe become a weekly thing where people want you to say something. And
What's the accent this
well,
week?
Poovy wants you to do an Irish accent. He says, "I know the story of you in Ireland for that show, or we will riot like the IRA." So I don't know. He wants you to. I don't know what the story is he's talking about, but he is dead set on you doing an Irish accent. So
Irish. Holy crap! I got to work this way. Let me work on me bloody Irish accent, mate.
that
Hey,
was
you talking to TSC, mate? You want me to speak like bloody Irish? Well, I'll speak like an Irish, mate.
that
I'm gonna
was.
I'm gonna down a point tonight, mate.
You sound like you're from Manchester. Oh my God! You just butchered the entire country of Ireland.
I don't know. Like I said, my Irish accent isn't that good.
Depends on if you're from fucking Northern Ireland or not. Then it's fucking no wee bar.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah,
It's
you
fucking
guys see.
no fucking bar, lad. No fucking
See,
bar at all. Like
That's it, lad. You,
we're just gonna
you
fuck.
got to know.
Like you
got
fuck.
to, when
You fucking
hey,
step
man,
me
when
on fucking boss. You like.
Yes. Hey, I've got a fucking 980 Ti in me fucking rig at the moment.
See, that's southern. That's southern. That's Southern Irish. That's.
You try and run the rounds around me, lad, and I'll fuck you.
You see, he's doing Southern Irish. I'm doing the much more difficult Northern Irish, which I know. I'm pretty sure Poovy is Northern Irish, if I'm not mistaken. Just like Charlie from For the Banter and I. So
It's hard. Well, you got Scottish, you've got Northern, Southern, then you got England, and they're all different. Like it's
you just
hard,
go
man.
the way
Like, that's-
Scotland. It's no fucking bother.
Yeah,
No
just
fucking
go.
bother. Just do the fucking voice, mate.
Just
I'll fucking
get a 980 Ti, mate.
do
and
the
you'll be on
fucking
your way.
do the fucking voice, and I'll give you a Glasgow smile and fucking be on me way.
Well,
Just
well,
do that anyway.
actually-
Just do it anyway.
Why are they requesting me? You're better than me at
I
doing
know.
this, man.
I know,
You're
and
really
also,
good.
and Scottish people always say the word anyway. If you ever watch Boris with Walter and I can't remember the guy's name, but they just do this really funny show where they're like always on like a van, like in Scotland, like they sell like candies and things off the back of a truck, and they're these brothers, and they always get into these arguments. Like, I don't want to do that anyway. It's just like I love the guy's accent, and he just says every single sentence he says ends with the word anyway. I wouldn't want to do
Yeah.
that anyway, so just fuck off, mate. Anyway, it's just constant. Anyway,
That's pretty good. Your accents are really good, man. Like you've got the skills for the accents, not me.
People that have watched me for a while know I'm no slouch when it comes to impressions.
Can you do the African one, the South African accent?
Oh, you mean like this, bro?
Yeah, bloody. I was like that, man.
Hey,
And we
hey,
saw a couple of them.
Ch-
Okay, you
ch-
got a 982 and a cigar, bro?
this Chappy Book, this
Yeah,
Chappy
you
Book.
got a 982 and a cigar, bro.
You just gotta put a 980 on there, bro. It's no problem. No fucking worries, mate.
You just get a 980 Ti, bro.
So the South Africans are like someone took an Australian and put him through a wood chipper. That's how South Africans sound.
Yeah, it's kind of I don't know. So yeah, accents. Anyway, guys, let us know next week what accents you want. I knew that was coming when you said this.
Fucking next week, you fucking let us know what accents. We'll fucking get them in there. No fucking bar, lads. No fucking bar at all. Like, so anyway.
Yeah, you know, so we'll get a 980 TR and a cigar.
You should stop now.
I don't know, man. I haven't even woken up yet. I got like 5. I'm probably better at doing accents at the nighttime after my brain's got a jilt of coffee through it. So anyway,
I'm skimming through here to see what other kind of questions we have now.
no, the viewers has probably gone down to like one viewer.
No, we were at 140 actually. We were up there.
Oh, whoa, we peaked.
Yeah, see, I know because I have the chat up. Brian doesn't even put up the chat because he doesn't care about you guys like me.
I do. Just give me
Just
the
kidding.
link. Link me in Skype and I'll put
kidding.
it up.
I'm kidding. We'll do it next week. I'll give you the link now if you want, but actually,
Yeah.
you need the link anyway, so you could download the episode and get it up straight away after we're done.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
there that
Thanks.
is. So, all right. So now you got the link to the stream. You can look at the chat. But CJ
Okay.
simply wanted to know what VPN I recommend. It's the same one that I always talk about. It's private internet access. That's what I use. If you want to check it out, just go to privateinternetaccess.com. You can pay $7 a month or $40 for the entire year, and I just pay annually $40 and just don't even worry about it.
All right, well, I'm going to do my Arnold. People are saying Arnold, so take out the papers and the trash. Do an Arnold, man. You
Get to the chopper! Go! What are you waiting for?
take
Come
out
on!
the papers and the trash.
Dylan, you son of a bitch! Love that. That's my favorite. That's my favorite Arnold line of all time. Is when him and what's his name from Rocky? God damn it! I can't remember the black guy that Rocky fights in Rocky 1 and 2. Apollo. Apollo. It doesn't matter what movie he's in. I just still call him Apollo Creed. So even in Predator, to me,
Do it now.
even in Predator, he was Apollo Creed to me. Even though his name was Dylan, and he was like, Dylan, you son of a bitch. I hope you have enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach. That guy.
What's the who is your dad? Is it who is your daddy?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah. What's the one when he's on the plane and he's singing "Take Out the Papers and the Trash"? What movie is that?
Twins.
Yeah, Twins. Yeah.
He's on the plane with Danny DeVito, and he's like, hands to take out the papers and the trash.
People are saying, "I'm sorry, Brian. You are crap at impressions." I never claimed to be good. I didn't want to do this. As soon as I heard the request, I was kind of sighing. I'm not good at impressions. I never claimed to be. So don't be sorry. I know I'm bad at it. Retarded at doing impressions. I can do a Japanese, English, like graduate or whatever if you want.
Go on.
Hello, my name is Brian desu.
Well, see, he's got that one nailed down because he spent so much time.
Also, I got yeah. That's it. Like that's Oh man, have you seen some Japanese acting?
Yeah, some of it, yeah.
It's god awful, man. I I swear, man. Like, oh, I watched sometimes you pull up TV and you see some of the drama, and it's like they either don't act or they just go way over the top, and it's just a joke. It's like, where's the normal? You know, like where's acting?
So Frisky Sheep says, Joker, will you marry me? Only if you're Welsh, because the only sheep I shag are the Welsh sheep. Those are the best sheep in the world. Everyone knows that. Next question.
Yeah. Well, I'll marry him if he's rich and he wants to fund Tech Yes City. Pretty shallow.
Or if he has tits like Hannah Minx.
Yeah. Well, that's our thumbnail. That's our thumbnail incoming. So
Eric Lero wants to know why you don't care about us. Why you don't care about them.
I care now. I'm watching the chat.
He's now watching the
I
chat on
care.
episode 8. He's finally watching the chat, guys. He finally
I
cares.
care, guys. I care.
He cares.
So that's it.
Caring is
And
sharing.
that's what I mean. I like you guys can say I'm crap at impressions. I never claimed to be an actor. So, but people are like agreeing. Yeah, the Japanese acting, man. It's on another level, and that level is like below the barrel.
I saw the same question I think twice. They want to know 390 versus 970 for a 1080p game. We talked about this last week. I
haven't tried the 390. I want to try the 390, but I don't like. See, when I review a graphics card, I play on that graphics card for like a week. I don't just get it up, run through 3 30-second benchmarks in 10 different games. You know, you want to actually play on the card.
Yeah, and see what the gaming experience is like. To like check for the minimums and stuff in real world.
But have your FPS counter up there and see what you're getting is what's being displayed, and that's sort of you're establishing a love-hate relationship with your graphics card before you start benchmarking.
Yeah.
And so that's what I generally do. Like every graphics card I come through here, I play on it, I check it out, and that's when I did that R9 290 review. That showed some weird things, man. That's why I'm really curious about the R9 390 because I want to know, does that have the same problems that my R9 290 did? So
yeah, well, I'm gonna test one soon, and I've got the 970 here also, so I'm gonna be putting those head to head. And I'm curious to see if I come up with the same results because I know Jay's 2 cents did that video, so I'm curious to see what kind of results I come up with. Because from the outside looking in, it would seem like what Jay said is accurate. Because I have no reason to doubt him, and also because it's got 8 gigabytes of video memory versus 3.5 gigabytes realistically on a 970. So for that aspect alone, it's like it seems pretty.
Yeah,
appealing.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, that is actually one good thing about it. What do I still have my Toyota Ist? That car, I got rid of that a while ago. Why is that? Why do you have a Toyota Scion or something? Is it Scion in America?
What's that?
The small Toyota
Skyline.
car. No, Scion, like it's a smaller car. It's not a turbo or anything like that.
The smallest one's
I don't know.
Toyota Corolla we have.
Someone wants
that's
to
about the only
know.
Toyota I know.
Someone wants to know why I have the Toyota Ist. I'm like, no, I don't have it anymore. So I'm just wondering why you wanted to know, kind of thing. In the comments, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going on. What do I think about the 2560 by 1080 res? I'm going to be straight up honest, man. I don't like it.
Like ultra wides period, or just that one with the 1080?
That one with the 1080. I've seen. I haven't actually. I don't even know if I've seen the 1440 yet, but 1440 is apparently decent, so I want to see it.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to soon. I'm hoping to be checking out one of the LGs really soon. So.
But like, I've got a photo where I put my hand up on that 1080 screen, and my hand is pretty much the vertical. The height, the height of the monitor is practically my hand. And then I put my hand on a 28-inch monitor, because that's a 29, right? I put my hand on a 28-inch monitor, and it's like half the screen.
Yeah, 29's too small. It's got to be at least 34 inches, no matter what it is, in my opinion.
Yeah, so I'm just giving you guys my honest opinion on that 1080p, not 1080p, but 1080 by 2560 widescreen. I really didn't like it. I was like,
the 29 is too small. And honestly, if you're still doing 1080 at a 34-inch screen, you are going to notice the resolution being pretty low there at that size of a screen. So you would definitely want 1440, I would assume. And that's why I wouldn't even entertain a 1080. It would have to be 3440 by 1440 or nothing at all for me.
Yeah, well, like the Korean 1440p monitors, they're a good start. Also, Acer have got that 25-inch, that one in the States, the USDM one.
I haven't seen the 25-inch. That sounds even worse.
Well, just go 25-inch 1440p Acer. Like you can go. It's like
14.
Not even
I thought you meant the ultra wide.
Oh no, sorry. Like I'm talking about hot monitors now, like monitors that are worth buying.
Yeah.
So yeah, but let's go back to the questions, man. The comment section's going off, man. This is awesome. I didn't even know about this.
This is what it's like every week, man.
Okay, well, what do we got? Questions. If I was your best friend, well, if I was your best friend, we'd be together all the time. I'm just making up questions now.
Is 650 watt enough for a 390 and a 4690K? Probably, yeah. I mean, go look up on a power supply calculator. You know everything you've got in your system. It depends on how much RAM you've got, how
Oh
many hard
yeah,
drives.
way
Yeah, look
more
at
than
it.
enough.
But
Yeah,
it should
way
be
not.
it should be more than enough though.
See, this is people have been asking me about my power consumption results, and I do have to look into them a bit more, but I think they're pretty legit. Uh, it's because of 5820K. When I got the 5820K in, and I reviewed that versus the 4 core, the 6 core Haswells chew up a shitload more power
Yeah,
than
they
the
do.
4 cores. Like, people complain about the AMD 8 cores, man. They pale in comparison to the freaking X99. Like, X99 consumes some freaking power, man.
Yeah.
So it consumes power.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's going to show up on your power consumption results. If I got a Xeon 1231 V3 and then I did my 980 Ti benchmarks, like, it would have drew a lot less power from the wall, like a heap less.
Yeah.
So yeah. When am I going back to Australia? That's a good question. I just have to finish up a lot of loose ends here, and then I'm probably like coming back next year now. It's just unforeseen circumstances, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just never expected. Oh, anyway.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's actually have to be our last question because I actually have to get going.
You got to get going.
Yeah.
I was enjoying this.
Well, we're already running pretty late for this week, man. We're running like 40 minutes over.
I know.
It's a good one. So people got the taste. Someone said earlier in the chat that this was our best one yet, and I guess it shows because we had like 140 peak concurrent viewers, which is fucking awesome.
Well, see, I got all my settings dialed in on the preamp as well. You've got the set, like we've got all the settings right now, so to make this work, so it's working, which is good. Do you want to announce next week then? Next week we've got a special guest. Yeah.
Yeah. Next week we're gonna have Random Frank P on the show. If you guys know the tech channel Random Frank P, he recently had me over on there for his setup tour project, going over my setup. And next week he's going to be on TGW with us. So we're going to try to make the topics as tough as possible to make him uncomfortable, and we're going to try to see how deep we can get into the tech. We're going to put him to the test.
See, I love the comments section, man. I love, I don't know if this is the majority of my viewers or your viewers. I guess both of us, man. We got
everyone I think in here is probably subscribed to both of us.
But I don't have any comments on my videos with morons. That's gone. I don't know. People complain about their comment sections on YouTube. I love my comment section.
Yeah.
I look forward to making a video because of my comment section.
I've seen the rate. It depends. The more views you get, I find that the more number of assholes you're going to get. There's probably a ratio out there somewhere of an exact number of how many good people are there are to assholes. And I could say that when I've had videos blow up, like my Arkham Knight review that had over 100,000 views, there was a lot of assholes on there. My what is the best controller video? Wow, the comments on that are fucking brutal.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, for me it's sort of if some dumbass comes into my comments section and he starts flaming, he gets shut down immediately by everyone.
Yeah.
So it's pretty funny. I love my comment section. I love my viewer base, and it's great. I don't mind growing slowly if this is how the growth is going to be.
Yeah, that's
fine. It's really cool. I don't mind. Yeah, I want to stay. It's all the people ask questions though. Come on, people.
Well, no longer. I got to get out of here though, and I'm hosting, so I got to go. And people are asking you to do the truffle shuffle because I did it the other day on Twitch.
I'll do it next week. Promise.
Next week you got to remind us.
Promise.
There you heard Brian made a promise. He's going to do the truffle shuffle with Frank here. Maybe we'll even get Frank to do it.
Yeah, get Frank to do it too.
We'll get Frank to do the truffle shuffle.
And yeah, he's the dude with the freckles. So
yeah, we'll just tell him that every guest has to do it. He'll have no idea. It'll be fine. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here now, guys. Thank you for watching. I see we still got 100 people in here, so everyone stick a thumbs up on the video. It'll help rank this video and help us perform better. Stick a thumb up on it.
I will check my Twitter now. Don't worry, fellas.
Yeah, and if you tweet anything to us, we'll be keeping an eye on it throughout the day. So, going to go ahead and get out of here now. Don't forget to stick a thumbs up on the video. We'll catch you guys next time.
Yep.
Ta-ra.
See you. Bye.
Where's oh yeah, I got